So don't mind the mess. What I'm going to be doing here is teaching people how to build houses, and I mean simple survival slash uh, basically creative houses, which basically anybody can build, and I mean anybody if you really wanted to do it. When it comes to doing that, I'd be able to then go from there. So I'm going to basically choose my woods. So I could use dark oak if I wanted to, or I can do whatever I want to in that direction. But I'm going to do spruce for now. I'm going to actually use some oak planks. I'm going to use these two types of wood. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start with oak planks, just because. Over. Now, you're going to basically trying to figure out what in the heck am I doing? Well, I'm going to make my doorway first. Once I make my doorway, I'm going to do the measurements when it comes to it. Now, from the measurements from the door, so I'm going to take the door itself, I'm going to take the measurements here from the door, and I'm going to go along and do it this way, because of the fact, I'm not going to worry about windows and stuff right away, because of the fact, it's going to be looking a bit weird, and it's going to make the house look very holy. So I'm going to say, if I'm making a window, to say, I'm going to go along and start building this. I'm going to remove this cow. Excuse me. I'm going to basically do it this way, because I want to be able to use and utilize everything that's in here this way, and be able to make a window cell by using these blocks in like so. Now I'm using a 3 square high. Reason being, it makes it a lot easier, and it makes it look a little bit more modern and look a little bit more clean. But what you want to do is do it this way. Now it looks odd when you first start doing this, but it's not odd when you finish with it. So I'm going to go straight up here, and once I'm finished with this, I'm going to do it to two sides this way. Okay, so let's say if I'm actually building a house and I want to put a little bit of a modern twist, so I'm going to go along and use regular glass. So I'm going to use, just say, regular stained glass, because they're a lot easier to get. Plus, all you do is smelt your sand. So basically, if you want to use colored glass, that's fine and dandy. Now, if you look at the front of this house now, it looks like it's got window panes. Now it's a bit steep. Now, if I wanted to, I can widen this by 2, or I could just go along and do it this way, like that, and then I can use a. Let's say if I wanted to do a planter, just say. So what I'm going to do is use the search bar. If my controller only stop acting up, I'll be doing good. And no, I don't want that. And I'm going to go DIRT, because I don't want to remove a bunch of stuff from the world. Now, I want to be able to not have coarse dirt. I just want to have regular dirt. And I can put regular dirt in the very bottom. Now, what does this do? Well, it gives me a choice of putting a planter or anything at the bottom. Now, what it is, when it comes to that, now you want to use, you want to use, okay, if you want to get really classic, yep, I'm building a house. So I'm going to go along and make this look like what's it called? The barrels. So I'm just going to make it look like a planter barrel. So I'm going to use the spruce trapdoors to do it. So I'm going to do it that way. And then I'm going to go along and to see if I wanted to change it up a little bit, I'll use, no. I'm going to use spruce, nope. I'm going to use, I've got to think about it, because jungle, I don't like the color of it, and I don't like the other one is too light. I'm gonna use spruce. So I'm gonna go along and use some spruce wood here, And I'm going to start doing a patio. So as long as my controller is actually not acting up, I better keep going with that. Oops. My bad. Now, I'm going to go across this way. Oops. I wish that stopped doing that. But anyway, I got, next time it does that, I'm going to leave it there. But anyway, just see, if I was going to go along and do it that way, well, basically, because usually I've got in that. So what I'll do is just put down below on the ground like this. And I got a stairway coming into my door. Usually I've got something else built on the bottom, like that. So I want to come out by 5, okay? So that's 3, 4, 5. Now, usually I don't have this exactly level. The problem is this is level. Usually I've got this dugout. Don't mind at all. Now, if I don't have this level and it comes out like this, I'll show you how this works. Okay, when it comes to making a house, and a simple house, basically you got this itself cut out. You can do this in like a survival. Now, you can use concrete or anything like that, or any type of block. But what I normally do, if I've got the house done like this, I'll come behind, underneath it. Now, what does that do for me? Well, it gives me another level I can work on. So I'm going to work on, oops, not the trapdoors, come on. Basically, I've wanted to be able to do it this way, so I can actually be able to build out. Now, when it comes to doing it this way, you want to be able to have 2 different levels. You want to look at your windows, have 1 level. You want to have a look at your door. You can make the door at exactly the same level as long as you got something to step up to. So, just say if I'm doing it this way, as you see now, it looks like a front of a house. But I can reverse this back and forth if I decide to do so. So if I'm going along and building this, say, at the top side here, I'll just build this up 1. And then I'll take the center of this, and then I'll build up another layer on the top. Now, once I'm finished with this layer itself, I'll go from the center here and count it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I go 1, 2, 3, and then I go to 1. And you say, why in the heck am I doing that for? Well, okay, I'm going to switch to, let's see, I'm going to use dark oak, okay? Now, I'm going to leave the side walls out for now, because I'll show you exactly how easy it is to build a survival world with almost less than nothing. Now, I'm going to go along and switch to staircases, because staircases look better when it comes to roofing. Now, let's see, if I go along and, let's say if I get the walls coming out this way, I'm going to do a measurement by 2 out here. Now, if you look at this, you got 1, 2, 3 from the side. Then you go 1, 2, 3 from that side. Then you come in the back of the house here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then you go from 11 to 11 and you connect. Yeah. How are you doing, Spider? That's not a problem. Well, I'm just doing a mock-up house right now. It's just trying to help another YouTuber out, and also another fellow gamer. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is do it this way. So I'm going to leave that to the window itself. So you notice that I've got this set this way. Okay? So what I'm going to do here is just build this to exactly the same height. is the other side. So I want it to have the two sides equal to be the same. Now I'm not too much worried about that. How's it going, Saffron? I'm your local hacker now. This is funny. Yeah. But anyway, regardless of that, you want to be able to have it equal to that. Now, when you're finished with doing levels, now you can decorate the front of this if you like. Now, what you want to do is have least to the side. So I'm going to go along and fix this side up. Since I just put the walls in, I'm going to go up one more. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Ah, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing, Officer Kep? Yeah, I'm just basically doing a tutorial here. Very quick tutorial because of the fact that a lot of people get stuck at building like survival houses or even just basic houses. I'm just doing the front of the house just to show you exactly how easy it is to build something that's not even complicated. Like, I mean, I could do redstone videos too, but nah, there's too many of them out right now. But there's not many instruction videos on how to build things, and it's something I don't know if I should start doing that or not. But anyway, I want to be able to bring this up, bring this up, bring this up, bring this up, until I get to the center point. Okay. Now, notice the center point is not exactly even, so I got to do is go and bring this up. Let me see, one more on this side. As long as I keep it with the staircase going straight up, and I can go from there and make it to a 3. Okay. Now it doesn't look like much right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to actually add staircases because why not? And I'm going to go along and do this on all levels. Now, how do you finish off a top level? Well, you use slabs of wood. And, well, basically, you got to remember, when it comes to the whole entire build itself, you want to be able to get it, well, this way. Because once you're finished with that, basically you could decorate the front. Okay? Once you actually finish with the top and get everything going, oops. Done that a bit too quick, but there we go. Fix that right quick. Now, basically, if you're doing it in survival, it's not as easy because you got to grow all the trees and stuff. And you want to make it a bit bigger of a house because you want to put all those chests in. But I'm just doing this as a demonstration because of what it is. Okay. Saffron, no. Anyway, regardless of that, I'll just basically finish up here with the roof. And I'll show you exactly what it looks like when it's completed. So give me a moment, and I'll be able to show you exactly what it is. And no, I'm not going to twerk. I'm sorry. That's not my cup of tea. No. And if you've seen the finished product on my server, and you've also seen it basically under ray tracing and stuff like that, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's a very easy build, but it's very, very functional. Now, I can build mansions, I can build everything in the book. I just find this one is very easy to do, and I can actually extend it to make it bigger. Now, as you noticed, now it looks like a house. Now, I could continue on with the bottom here to do one more run. Okay. And once that is done, and I'll do the other side the same way. Right to that. Now, if I really wanted to, if I want to put an upstairs window, I can go along and use this. If I really wanted to. Unless I don't go into the upper part of the roof, because it's going to look ugly. I'll show you what I mean. You go, it's going to look not good. So what you want to do is just leave, and you can go either side of this. So it's like this to make it a bigger window, or you can make a double window by moving either side. So you're looking at this, going and making a double window would be like so. But the more windows you want to put it in your house, you can actually do it, as long as you don't put it too close to your too close to your roof. And then you can actually do your flooring and stuff like that, and you keep on going from there. So that should help you quite a bit of just say basically starting a house. Now it depends on how you want to start it, what type of patio you want and whatnot. You can have it all one flat level, as long as you've got at least a stair up. What I mean is, I can go along and take this one down, let's say down a level. And when I take this one down a level, that means I still got to go up a level. So that means I got to go down one level. So I'm going to take this dirt out. And I'll show you what I mean by saying this. You see, if I go down by one level, and I'm going to go down by one level, so I'm going to make this even. So I still got to go down by one to make it even with that. So just say if I cut it down to here, just say, to match with everything else, which that didn't work that time because it had a little lag. But, okay, I'll go down by one. Then I still got to go by one. So, you see, I still got to come up by one, like this, to make a stairwell. So I get the stairwell done, and I can actually do it that way. And I can make everything flat in the front. Then I can start building up, and I can actually make everything that way. So, basically, this is a short tutorial how to make a quick survival house. And you'll be able to do this in creative, survival, anything. It's one of the simplest builds out there. You can do decoration into it. You can actually put flowers on both sides. You can put a stone walkway if you decide to. This basically, the sky's the limit with this build. And, like, I mean, or with this type of building. So, this is exactly what I know how to do. Now, I can do a little bit more fancier if I need it be. I can use cobblestone by the windows. I can use it for between the doors just to decorate it a little bit more. But this is what I do for survival, because of course you want to reduce your resources as much as you can and keep on doing it that way. So hopefully this helps you guys basically to understand how to build and be able to keep going from where you're going and where you've been. Alright guys, this is the end of the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, leave a like and follow if you do like this type of video. And I will actually be able to do more instructional videos in the future. And thanks for tuning in, and have a great one.